So out of college, immediately right out of the gate, I didn't have a job. So came back to Dallas, kept praying on it, kept thinking on it. And due to my connection with the ticket, Sports Talk Radio, they were looking for new sales reps.
Okay.
So I jumped into that short, quick sales training program. And it was kind of funny because they have, Ticket, Wolf, Bone, and Cliff. And being a sports guy,
right.
My objective was to jump into that to hopefully sell for the ticket. But they had just won the Marconi Award the year before for, the #1 sports radio station. So the chances weren't very good. And I actually was told, you're probably not gonna be on the ticket, you'll probably be on one of the other stations, but, jump on in. So jumped in the sales training program, and for that short, I think it was about a month. And after that finalized, they realized, all right, we're gonna put you on the ticket. So that was super cool, very humbling, a lot of fun, learned a ton from a lot of pretty awesome sales professionals there at the ticket. And that kind of started my sales journey. So through those first several years, I entered the economy when it was in great condition, 2008. So from there, I was part of several layoffs through several years. So I was in radio and TV primarily. I went and worked for the Texas Rangers for a little bit. So went through the sales world, selling advertising, sponsorships, and then had an uncle who was like, hey, we got these little guys, your cousins, some friends that they're athletes. Can you turn them into a tournament baseball team? And so on the side, when I was over at CBS television, took on that gig, fell in love with it, realized that created a really cool bond with those guys. A lot of fulfillment, These guys were little 7 and 8 year olds at the time. Okay. So like I said, I just kind of took it on the side and committed to a season kind of teaching them, realized that I loved it, so committed to another year after that. And about the same time, had an opportunity, basically through some of that success with those teams, through kind of the network of people in East Dallas, had an opportunity as the varsity baseball coach over at a big private high school in East Dallas. Just this whole baseball world is really a unique industry that I enjoy. So through all that culmination, had an opportunity to launch a business, and so that's where we named the group the Dallas Bandits, and it's been a fun start. Some of the more difficult pieces were coming from the sales world,
okay,
where you're managing an account list, and trying to create new business. You're kind of doing it all yourself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So learning to delegate, it wasn't always a strength of mine, and still isn't a strong strength of mine. But learning to delegate and allow people to help and build a team that can help the Bandits grow and service our families and the kids, and that was a learning curve for me. In this baseball world, I've met some awesome people. That's a piece of kind of the success of the Bandits, is a lot of mentors. If you try to do it all yourself, that's my advice. If you try to do it yourself, it's a struggle. And so if I was depending on just me to make all this happen, absolutely not. But having incredible men and women around me that I can make a phone call to, sit down with. I tell these baseball players all the time, you want to know the answers to everything right now, ask someone that's already done it, right? Ask someone that's 10 years, 20 years older that's already been there and done it, and kind of prepare yourself. From talking to the team aspect, I have some buddies of mine who've played at much higher levels than I have. They played, major league ball, minor league ball, and I was watching some Cowboys football the other day and invited one of them to come out, and he's a big pitcher, played for the Royals and the Red Sox, and asked him to come out and kind of visit with our Bishop Lynch, team, and challenge them on what it really looks like to get to that next level. Because at the end of the day, we're not doing this to build Major League Baseball players, because it's a very, very difficult task. Some will make it, but it's not going to be any large percentage.
Right.
So being able to have them experience success now and then achieve those short-term goals. And I think life is about opportunities. Like I said, I was in the radio and television world. That wasn't necessarily going where I wanted to go. Had an opportunity in the baseball world, starting from that first team that I started working with. And honestly, it just grew into something that I realized, what can you be good at? Where is there opportunity? And sports is always going to be there. The boys are always going to want to play baseball. I realized that's something that I can be good at, and or build a team around me that we can be good at. And so it grew into kind of a no-brainer that this is what I want to do. Man, have I had some injuries. I've broken my nose, I've broken both collarbones, I've broken my left ankle twice, torn my ACL, and then either tore, pulled, or severely hurt all the left side of my body. I don't know what's going on, but it's all the left side of my body.
Wow. Are you left-handed?
I'm right-handed.